What's going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? I had a lot of people asking me in the recent stream, can we see some amazing Builder Hall 7 bases and Builder Hall 7 attacks? I'm like, you guys, we just had the Forum Cup. If you really want to see the extended version of what I'm about to show you, check out the Forum Cup live stream on my channel just a couple of days ago. We're going to look at right here the final battles that took place at Builder Hall 7 between You're in Trouble and the Supercell Money Tree. So yes, you guys, these were the two finalists it came down to after 3 long days of battling. All those contestants whittled it down to just 2, so these were definitely some of the best attacks of the day and original bases that you probably never saw anywhere else. A lot of these players went to their own individual clans to work on bases for a few days before this tournament started. So many original bases, and they were met by some unique and unusual attack strategies right here. Giants and cannon carts and barbarians. We saw all sorts of different attack strategies from these players, especially, I have to say, Supercell Money Tree. He probably changed it up better than anybody else in the tournament as far as different attack strategies, bringing different armies and different approaches to grabbing the big 2-star wins. Now, You're in Trouble, he was no slouch either, and right here, his first attack in the finals was a 61% 2-star, again with the Giants, Cannon Carts, and Barbarians. But now we will take a look at Supercell Money Tree's first attack and You're in Trouble's first base. Now again, the bases might look a little bit familiar, you guys, but I'm thinking that these might be good bases to copy because they are being beaten only by the very top players. And check out this very unusual troop composition right here. Dropships, minions, cannon carts, and an early battle machine. So the battle machine in on the left-hand side is going to tank for the cannon carts, and then you're basically going to see a standard dropship minion attack right at the air bombs. We're talking about a kill squad. Sure enough, the battle machine and the cannons got in there and helped create that funneling to get rid of that building that was going to distract the dropships from getting right to the air bombs, and that was beautiful. That's what we love to see, diverse attacks, diverse strategies, and that definitely was Supercell Money Tree closing in on the damage star. He's already got the Builder Hall down. Lots of minions were left at this point in the attack. As he crosses 50%, he had a long way to go to beat You're in Trouble, and it didn't look like he had a chance to get 64%, but watch the heroic minion right here. Somehow, just barely out of range of the Tesla is this last minion. It is going to grab this cannon for 61 and then the lab for 64, and that would be enough to beat You're in Trouble's 61% 1-star. So a dramatic way to start out these finals, you guys, as Supercell Money Tree took the first battle 64 to 61. So we move on to the second round. Now this was best of 5, and of course, check out the change of bases right here. The Fibonacci base. Come on, go with me on this one. I realize it's not exact, but come on, a little bit, right? Don't call it. Don't go simple like Spiral. Call it the Fibonacci base with me. All right, so you can see that the crushers are down below that Builder Hall. And yes, slicing the pie coming from the far side of the crushers is You're in Trouble. And really, those are fundamentals that you always are going to be able to use, no matter the base, no matter the attack. If you've got a crusher or two that you are facing, trying to come from an opposite direction works out really well. Also, of course, using units to tank for your bombers. That is another key. You'll notice that You're in Trouble still has a bomber up at the top of the base. And then Barbarians, in essence, tanking for the battle machine. If the barbs can distract that giant cannon, then the battle machine is going to get a lot more work done, and that is exactly what we saw right here. So again, it is this weird, like, daisy chain of tanking. You want the battle machine to distract certain defenses, like the roaster, the multi-mortar, but you would rather have the barbs distract the giant cannon, and then the crusher, well, that's a tough one. Ideally, cannon carts are going to get in there, or well-timed barbarians. Alright, so Supercell Money Tree having to beat a 64% 2-star, so you're in trouble upping things from his first attack. Now remember, these guys did not know what was happening on the other side. Because these battles take place at the same time, they have no idea, and obviously they're going to push for as much damage as they possibly can. Now with no bombers, Supercell Money Tree, or Tree we could call him for short, got in through this wall. This is another common strategy that we will see. Players using those raged barbarians to push through those walls early, especially in areas where they can avoid multiple defenses firing on them. So now you have two entry points on the left-hand side, the one the barbs created, the one that was left open in the base design. Again, trying to protect those cannon carts as one gets pushed forward and immediately annihilated. The barbarians are getting badly roasted by the roaster, but beautiful timing on the battle machine, avoiding the impact of the crusher. The giant cannon is being distracted by the barbarians. That allows the battle machine to stay up that much longer. And yes, the key move from the battle machine in after the builder hall, because Tree has the percentage now, but he doesn't yet have the builder hall. In the final moments, that battle machine is just barely, is easily going to win the race, take down the builder hall. And yes, Tree picks up the victory in the second round, 69-64, both 2-star attacks, and suddenly it looks like this whole thing is going to be over in just 3 battles. You're in trouble, down 2-0, is in big trouble right here. And Supercell Money Tree breaking out another base, although we sometimes see minor changes to bases we saw earlier in the tournament. This base ideal for coming at it with exactly barbarians, archers, and bombers. Bombarch, this is that onion peel that we're seeing where players will take the pause. They'll get in through that first layer or two of structures and walls and then slow down, drop in the archers with the intention of getting the giant cannon, the crusher, and maybe some other high DPS defenses out of the way. The problem right here is you've got that giant cannon well protected by the crusher, so it's going to be impossible for a camp of archers to get through both of those defenses. Instead, Urine is going after the crusher alone right here. As the archers get through those outer defenses, they focus on the crusher. There's the damage on the crusher, but it doesn't work out yet. 5 more archers, they're all going to go in after the crusher, so only the crusher falls right here. The idea, dropping in the barbs, dropping in the battle machine, and making sure that the archers don't get targeted by those defenses. That DPS from the archers is so valuable late in the battle. You can see all 5 archers are still up. Battle machine is on the builder hall. Barbarians are taking down the giant cannon just as planned. 66% 2-star. You're in trouble, coming back, upping the damage percentage over his earlier attacks and putting up a very strong mark that Tree has to try to beat. So here we go again, and now again you can start to see the similarity of bases. You're in trouble on the defense now, and Tree bringing another hybrid attack. This time, dropships, minions, and archers. I gotta tell you, it was so much fun to watch Tree change up his attack strategy. Many attack strategies that we really hadn't seen a lot before at Builder Hall 7. It's very rare that you're going to see this hybrid archers with dropships and minions. Working out well. Supercell Money Tree knew what he was doing here. He's got the plan, and again, with the kill squad working on funneling and clearing out these outer structures so that the dropships and minions can go right after the air bombs. Now that was also an earlier episode I talked about the idea of sending in those dropships and minions after the air bombs rather than avoiding them. Now, yes, that elixir collector does need to go down, but once it is out of the way, you see it's a straight line down to the air bombs and those other defenses, and you either want to avoid the air bombs until the last possible minute with an air attack, or come after them first. Now, right here, Tree was trying to take out the air bombs with the archers, and look at the difficulty of targeting right here. Talk about questionable AI. Supercell said, they've told me in the past, they want players to know where their units will target. But right here, you'll notice the first archer goes after the archer tower, the next 2 go after the air bombs. It does indeed end up working out. The air bombs go down. The archer tower almost goes down as well, but this sets up a beautiful approach for 4 dropships and 18 minions as they come in from the right-hand side, going after those additional structures, now trying to get the other set of firecrackers and the archer towers down early as the air bombs are out of the equation. 1 dropship down, the second dropship on the far right just about to fall as well. 2 left, but again the minions providing so much of an outpour of DPS. And yes, your Q-tip box spilled on the screen. You've got those skeletons from the dropships helping out as well. There goes the second star, 56%, but Tree far from done. Look at those waves and waves of Dark Elixir, I guess, coming out of those minions. Such a close battle. Tree just closing in on You're in Trouble's 66-2. And yes, that is as far as he can get. We see another draw. These are rare, but they do happen from time to time. Supercell Money Tree and You're in Trouble in that sudden death round for You're in Trouble, ending up at a 66% 2-star, forcing yet another match. So back to the Fibonacci base of Supercell Money Tree, and You're in Trouble bring in all barbarians and 1 camp of bombers, and he drops all the bombers right away. So this is key, this is critical. As we talked about earlier, in any attack you need to keep those bombers up. So we take a closer look. There they go, getting the wall open. That is going to open the path for the battle machine to head in towards the builder hall without approaching the crushers one more time. Again, you want the battle machine to tank the roaster if possible. Barbarians trying to help out, but they're getting fried left and right. You're in Trouble, can't get to the builder hall yet. Last desperate waves of barbarians are just barely going to get the job done. And very low on percentage. He did get the builder hall, but the end of this attack, a 45% 1-star. It looks like You're in Trouble just handed Supercell Money Tree the victory, but it's not over. And surprisingly enough, Tree struggled with this unusual looking base. So yes, again, you've got the crushers off above and to the left of the builder hall. The builder hall feels exposed down there to the right, but those defenses being protected by the storages, going to do a lot to stop an attack. Tree decides to bring 1 camp of giants, 1 camp of bombers, and then the rest barbarians. So the bombers, again, key. You need to get that inner wall open. Obviously, those extra walls are going to get in the way. Tree being very careful, drops a bomber at the top, so that shows some confidence right there. That bomber on the bottom right there, 1 more shot, gets the wall open, and now you have 3 openings, 3 approach pathways to the core of this base. Obviously, down the center, you're going to have to worry about the crusher, but he's got giants coming in at the top. Battle machine at the bottom, barbarians all over the place, 20 yet left to deploy. Giant cannon on the battle machine, on the builder hall. The builder hall goes down, and Money Tree looks like he's going to pick it up. He's got the star, just needs the damage, and that is where we're going to see this end up being decided just by a few extra structures as Tree picks up the win. But you guys, right here in this episode, we've got several different bases and several different attack strategies and fundamentals that you can use for success in your own builder base battles. Congratulations to Supercell Money Tree on the victory of the first ever Forum Cup. Make sure you guys stay subscribed and follow me on Twitter for notifications about future tournaments coming very, very soon. As always, I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Be nice to one another. And of course, come back again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, why wasn't I invited to this tournament? Oh, I get it, you were afraid. Afraid of Peter $17? Typical.